we are doing a very classic Taekwondo punching drill, horse stance, straight punch. And this is something that you could actually do with us if you want to. So if you haven't already done so, why don't you get up out of your chair, move the coffee table aside, as I always say, make sure there's nothing breakable, and join us right here. Master Dave, why don't you take us back to the beginning, show us how it's done. Where do we start with? Feet, hands, what do you want to do?
Okay, so basic horse riding stance, fundamental in Taekwondo and many martial arts. Feet are about twice as wide as your shoulders. Toes go directly forward one day, today or tomorrow. Then you sit down, sit back, and push your knees out over your feet. Pull your head up over your tailbone, and we'll work on the fists first. Palms up, roll to the first digit, roll to the second digit, then lock your thumb over both first two fingers. The left hand comes out, the right hand goes in what we call the pocket. Now it's even speed, even power. I want to be punching and pulling back as though I'm going to be elbowing back at the same time. Even speed, even power. Striking with these first two knuckles. Notice that I tighten as I strike. There's a speed and then a tension at the end.
That's where you get that nice snap. I can hear that against your uniform there. As
Yes, exactly.
Right. Now, I'm assuming that breathing is still important.
Yes.
So breathing, exhaling as we snap out there, and then taking a breath, and then exhaling as we snap out again.
Yes.
Yes, okay, good. Let's do some more. I like these.
Okay.
And when we get to a certain number, do we make a noise?
Actually, it will help with our breathing if we make a noise every single time, or what we call a kiai. So kiai starts from here. We call it our dan jun, and we tighten and yell, ha, right? Ha, ha, ha. And you want it to be a very natural noise. You don't want to be thinking like something extravagant. Just naturally, just yell, go, ha, ha, or ya to start.
Cool. So this is called kiai, and it serves a purpose just to help us breathe, or is there more to the noise making? And I'll tell you why. As I teach a lot of my students, one of the hardest things that they actually have to learn is making this noise. It's so foreign to them. They punch quietly, but then when I ask them to make this noise, it's like it's hard for them to get it out of their mouth.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So what other purposes does the kiai serve?
Well, it releases your power, right? I mean, it teaches you to focus on what we call our dan jun, or our house of power, and then we release that energy from here every time we go, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Cool. Well, let's do some with that noise.
Okay.
Count us out, sir.
Okay. Hana, hu, ha, hana, hu, ha, hana, hu, ha, hana, hu, ha. It's good.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, is there another punch that we could do in the same posture?
Well, there are other things we can do from that point.
All right, let's do one more.
Okay, we'll do one more. Go back to the horse riding stance. And this time we're going to come up, and we're going to chop.
Chop right up to... Awesome, I love it.
And then the other hand goes into the pocket with that same intensity back.
All right.
As we chop to the side.
So I'm seeing you cross your arms this way, and then...
I'm crossing, and I'm also turning my striking hand and twisting.
Beautiful.
Turn.
This is another drill that you can do with us. So just turn your body into this, crossing the hands, and nice and easy, come on out.
In here. And all while we're focusing on keeping a nice low stance. Now with kiai. Ha! 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 Other side. And ha! 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 Good?
Beautiful. So those are some basic Taekwondo punches and blocks that go into the fundamentals of this particular style. We're going to do a whole lot more right now. Now, we get to learn about this Korean martial art known as Taekwondo, which literally translates as the way of the kicking and punching. we'll be doing a lot of kicking and punching in this lesson, especially kicking, because that's one of the characteristics of Taekwondo that's so familiar. Lots of fast kicks, rotating kicks, sometimes head-high kicks, makes it very popular. We use a paddle like this a lot of times to practice our kick. If you don't have a paddle, don't worry, we're going to do some ways of you practicing by yourself. But at some point in time, you may have a paddle or a target that you can use to practice your kicking, and that's why we're going to bring this out. Now, Taekwondo is a very interesting kind of martial art. It's actually what we might call a reborn or recreated martial arts. During World War II and the Japanese occupation of Korea, the traditional Korean martial arts were suppressed in favor of traditional Japanese martial arts like karate. So at the end of the Japanese occupation, we came back to wanting to re-emerge the traditional Korean martial arts, and only 5 schools came out. Schools like Cheongdu-kwan or Taekyon, among others. Very separate schools which individually had a little piece of what had been traditional Korean martial arts before the occupation. And then, at the encouragement of the South Korean government, those schools got together and combined their styles to create what we now know as Taekwondo. Now, we're very fortunate in this segment to have with us Grandmaster Dave Wheaton, 9th Dan, black belt in Hapkido, 7th Dan, black belt in Taekwondo, Golden Lifetime Achievement Award by the World Karate Union Martial Arts Hall of Fame, member of the Black Belt Magazine Hall of Fame.
Hey, hi, we're going to start off with some basic stance work protocol beginning of class. So we're going to come to attention, hands at our side. We call it chiriyot. And then we're going to go to junbi, which is ready position to start. So it's chiriyot and junbi. And usually there's a snap to it, right? You want to kind of snap to attention. Chiriyot and junbi, ready position. Okay, from here, we're going to step back with our right leg and bring our hands forward. Okay? And first kick we're going to practice is called a front kick. We're going to step forward, knee comes up. We want to aim with our knee, then kick back and bring it back. Hands come back and down. So we step, aim, kick back, and then down. So it's really important to get that chamber up. That's where your power comes from. And then while your knee is up to retract it, it makes it much harder to catch the kick.
So I just want
Sorry.
to add a little bit of terminology because it's so common to all of us who've practiced martial arts. The word chamber means to bring your hands or your fist or your knee or something into a preparatory position. So when he says chamber, that's this knee coming up into the ready position just before the kick. Sometimes he'll be talking about a punch, in which case he'll say a chamber, and that'll mean perhaps taking the fist back to the hip or to another position that he'll describe at that time. So when he says chamber, get this ready, and then the kick comes.
Exactly, David, Dorian. So we're going to step, chamber, get that knee up, kick back, and then down. And one more time. This time we're going to yell. We're going to go ya, and step, kick, ha, back, down. Let's do 2 more. Step, kick, ha, down. 1 more. Step, kick, ha, and down. Nice job, guys. Okay, I'm going to start with you, David. Come on over here.
All right.
Get in your fighting position.
Yeah.
Okay, and take 1 more step back, if you can.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to step kick.
Forward this way.
Uh-huh.
And then.
Yes. Okay, and go ahead again. Beautiful front kick.
Thank you,
nice
sir.
job. Notice that he's curling his toes up. 1 more time, sir. And hitting with the ball of his foot. Nice, excellent chamber. 1 more time. Good. And then, Amy, you're going to do the same thing from this side. And step and kick. Good. And step and back. Nice. 1 more time. Step, point with the knee. In, step back, and down. 1 more time. Step, kick.
Now, a couple of things just to point out here. If you don't have a partner, you can still do this by yourself. We'll get it to a situation in a moment where Dave's going to be providing a target for you to kick into. But this is still a drill that you could do with us here. So don't just sit and watch. You can get up out of your chair. Again, as I always say, make sure there's nothing breakable around you so that you have some room to do the kicks. And the second thing is that you don't always have to kick high. Now, I've been practicing this. I've been practicing with my teacher a little bit, so I'm kicking a little bit higher. But a low kick, just look at all these wonderful targets below the waist. So a low kick is just fine as well.
Yes, and if you're practicing by yourself, a mirror is one of the best coaches you'll ever have. Watch yourself closely in the mirror and then just dissect your kick just like we did in class. So we're going to go to the paddle right now.
Here's where we get to use these paddles. The paddles are a good tool because of a nice long handle on it so that it gets your hand and your arm out of the way.
And they make a really cool noise.
They make a really, that's the most important part.
So we're going to step kick.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Why don't you add a nice ki for me?
Hi-ya!
Good, good, good. Go on. Again.
Hi-ya!
Nice loud ki.
Hey!
Good, good. I don't know if you noticed, but that kind of adds that intensity, that intention when you yell, right? Not just speed, but kind of, you feel that. One more time, generating.
Hi-ya!
Excellent, sir. Ma'am, your turn.
Yay!
Yay.
Yeah!
Good, 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 good.
Yeah!
Good. Let's do two more.
Yeah!
Last one, best one. Nice loud ki.
Yeah!
Excellent, ma'am. High five me. Good work.
So that's
Okay.
the front kick, which is, would you say this is a very common kick in Taekwondo?
It's the first kick we almost always do for several reasons. One, it's relatively simple, and it also really warms up the hamstring and the glute, so you're less likely to pull a muscle when you're doing your side kick and roundhouse kicks and spinning kicks.
Well, speaking of side kick, is that another kick that we could add to this repertoire?
Yeah, let's do that right now.
All right, let's move on to that one.
So, chitty up, kyungre, and drop your right leg back into a fighting position.
Yeah.
So for this kick, what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you turn your hip, and this is kind of modified horse riding stance pointing in this direction, and we're going to be aiming with your hip bone exactly at what you want to strike. Then we're going to take our back foot and we're going to slide it to our front foot in a T position.
I'm going to just turn sideways so that you can see what T position. In fact, you know what? This is a great position for, great time for the action cam so we can see this foot change right here.
Let's take a little bit closer look at the details of a side kick. So we're going to work with Amy. You're going to take a sliding step forward with your back foot. Nice T-step position and curling those toes up. We're going to bend your knee and chamber the kick and open your hip up and then push the kick out. We're going to be striking with this part of our foot. We call it the sword of our foot. Rechamber and then down and slide back. Very difficult to do slow motion. One more time. Slide in, T-step, pick that knee up, chamber, side kick, back, and down. Slide back. Beautiful form, Amy. Well, let's work the side kick from a little bit different angle so you can see what's going on out there. We're going to step out, turn to the side into a horse riding stance, and be looking over our left shoulder. From there, we're going to bring that foot in, go to a T position, open up that hip, extend the kick out, back, and then down.
Can you just show me what that looks like at full speed there, full range?
I will. As we're doing the kick, understand that our external oblique is the primary stabilizer for this kick, so you want to keep this very tight, okay? So I'm going to come in, I'm going to slide, kick, and down. Come in, slide, kick, and down.
Got it.
Okay? Ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Sit up. Kyungre. And step into a horse riding stance. And we're going to do a few kicks this way.
All right.
Back foot slides into that T position. That hip opens, the oblique tightens. Kick out, back, foot to foot, and down. And slide up, open the hip, kick, back, and down. Remembering that we want to curl those toes all the way back to make the foot a nice tight weapon. Let's try to do a few in the shield.
So you're in the shield. Excellent idea.
Yeah. So, sir, back to your position. Slide your back foot to your front foot. First time, don't go too hard. Tighten up your oblique. Curl those toes up. And then chamber, kick. Bring it back, and then down. Step back into it. And again, slide up, kick. Back and down. One more time. Slide, kick. Back and down. This time you're going to kick hard and yell.
All right. Hi-ya!
That was excellent. That made me go, yeah, again.
Hi-ya!
Excellent. Let's do one more.
Hi-ya!
Excellent. Sir.
Sir.
Ma'am, your turn.
All right.
Let's go right leg forward. And horse riding stance. And tighten up that oblique. Slide that foot in. Curl those toes up. And go easy first few. Ooh, beautiful form. Again, slide back and slide up. Kick. Nice. Back and down. And let's do one more. Slide. Kick. Excellent form.
Give her one with power.
Now, I actually want three with power from her.
Power.
Okay.
With a yell now. Hi-ya! Go.
Yeah.
Ooh, excellent. Again.
I felt that over here.
Ha!
Very nice. One more time.
Ha!
Excellent, ma'am.
Beautiful.
So, in thinking about your side kick, remember that, yeah, if you're flexible, you can kick pretty high with the kick, and it's a very effective kick. But one of the absolute best places to kick somebody with a side kick is right there. Okay?
But don't do this to your friends and family members.
Or your children.
Or your children.
Avoid doing it with your children. Yeah.
So one of the things that Grandmaster has taught me is that the way that you really get the power out of this kick is two things, two essential ingredients. The first is speed. So the faster that kick comes out, you begin to develop, the ingredients for more power. But second, and perhaps more importantly, is intensity. That's where that kiap comes out, where that sound comes out of your throat, where the intention comes out of your mind. And altogether, that's how we create power in that side kick. We're going to come back with more kicks right now.
Chili up. Congre. And stepping back with that right leg into a fighting position.
Hi-ya!
We're going to work on a roundhouse kick next. So it's a little bit more difficult than many other kicks. You have to get the foot movement right and the hip movement right to generate good power with it. We're going to start off by stepping forward into what we call a triangle step. So we move in, let that foot go outward a little bit while keeping the hips forward. Oblique again is the primary stabilizer. We're going to pick up our back leg, point our toe, and kick with our instep. Step back and stepping into a fighting position.
Could I just see that whole thing maybe once or twice just so I can get a clear picture in my head?
Sure. Go. Go.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Sir.
All right. So how do we break this down?
Breaking it down. So come back to attention, chitty up. Stepping back with the right leg fighting position. Go. Okay. We're going to step forward with the right leg in triangle step. Okay. Hip stays forward. Oblique is the primary stabilizer, so you want to tighten it up. We open up our hip, point our toe, and kick with the instep. It doesn't have to be a high kick. Bring it back in fighting position.
Yeah.
Okay. So step, open the hip, kick, instep, back, and down. And let's do it together with a kiai. 1. Ha! 2. Ha! Now I know I'm working with a couple right-legged people, so let's switch it up. Okay? So again, stepping forward with the left leg this time into a triangle step while keeping the hip open. We want to open the hip, oblique primary stabilizer, roll in, kick with the instep, back, and then down. Stepping in, open the hip, kick, back, and then down.
Now we keep talking about a triangle step. That's kind of a new term. We haven't addressed that in this program before. Maybe this is a good time for an action cam. Bring that in and take a look at that whole footwork piece right there.
Perfect. Hi, let's break down that roundhouse kick step a little bit now. Let's go over to Amy. And she's in a really nice fighting position already. And you're going to step forward into what we call the triangle step, right? And you want to turn your hip this way. This knee points out and bends over your toe a little bit, okay? Now open up your hip, bend your knee, open up the hip, point your toe. Oh, she loves doing these slow motion. Kick, back, and down. One more. Excellent footwork so far. So now what I'm going to have you do as you extend your kick one more time, triangle step, as you kick, I want you to pivot on the ball of your left foot a little bit more.
Okay.
There you go. Exactly. Chiliot and bow. And now going back into that fighting position, we're going to make that triangle step again. So as I'm stepping, I want this foot to go out approximately 45 degrees off of what was my front foot. Okay, and this is the triangle that we make with our feet. My oblique tightens. I'm going to open my hip. You can kind of think fire hydrant. Many of you have dogs, right? You pick up your leg, you open the hip, and then as you kick, you want to pivot just a little bit more. Bring it back and down. Stepping forward, triangle step. Again, 45-degree angle. Oblique is tight. I open my hip. I'm thinking fire hydrant, kick, back, stepping back, and down. So here we go. We're going to step forward into that triangle step, stepping into that 45-degree angle. We're going to open up our hip. Again, thinking fire hydrant, kick, instep, back, hands come back, and then down. Again, step forward into that triangle step, open the hip, kick back, step back, and down. And let's take it into one smooth motion and ki on the kick.
Sorry.
1,
Yo!
2, ho! That's good, and end it. Let's get the paddles out and do a little bit of paddle training.
All right.
I think paddles were made for roundhouses, you know? They make these clappers and they make really fun noises when you hit them correctly, right? Kind of instant gratitude. Fighting position, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, kicking with that right leg. You're going to step forward, triangle step. Open up that hip, tighten up your oblique, and not too hard. Good, good tap. And back and down. And go ahead and step, kick, back, down. Now take it up a little bit more, add a little bit of a yell. Step, yaw.
Yeah.
Good, nice kick. Let's do 2 more. Step, kick.
Yeah.
Good. Let's go one more time. Step, kick.
Yeah.
Good work, David Dorian.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma'am, you're up.
All righty.
All righty then. So right leg in front, triangle step. Let's go slow and easy. Open up the hip, think fire hydrant. Really bend that knee. Really chamber it up, okay? Bend, 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 and then snap it, right? And you want to slap with it, okay?
With the inside of my foot.
Top part of your foot, not inside,
part.
right? Weapon should be
Here.
right exactly there.
Right.
Okay? Oh, excellent kick,
Oh,
man.
that was nice.
Okay, let's do 2 more. Good, 1 more like that. Okay, you got 3 more for me now. You're going to add a yell and a little bit of intensity into it, okay?
right.
So here we go.
Any particular type of yell?
Just go, yeah.
Yeah. I love
Okay,
it.
here we go.
Yeah.
Nice, good. Okay, 2 more.
Yeah.
Good, 1 more.
Yeah.
Nice, ma'am.
Those are
Good
great
job,
kicks.
Amy. So, you know, and again, using paddles, if you don't have that luxury, the mirror is an excellent coach. Just get in front of your mirror and just think, tighten up that oblique, open up that hip, think fire hydrant, and go ahead, kick round and back.
We could do a little mirror work right now if you held the paddles as if they were approaching you. So if you're ready to do this with us, Amy and I will throw a few kicks on Master Dave's command, and you can do the same thing, just stepping forward. Keep it nice and easy, keep it nice. We'll do this slow perhaps.
Yeah, medium speed.
Medium speed,
Yeah.
medium speed.
I think because, you know, really roundhouse kick is one of the most difficult kicks to do slow, right?
Right, right.
Right, for beginners, it's kind of tough. So, right leg is forward,
Sir,
okay? And we're gonna step, triangle step, medium speed, we're gonna kick. Oopsie, right leg in front, we're gonna step and kick. 1 more time, we're gonna step, kick, back, and down. Again, step, kick, back, and down. Nice job. Okay, so, you know, always flexibility can be an issue for a lot of people. And as you're gaining flexibility, remember that one of the very best places to kick somebody with a roundhouse kick, if one needed to, is right here between the quadricep and the hamstring, right? They call it the IT band. And so to practice that kind of leg kick, put your best kicking foot forward.
My best kicking foot forward, okay.
There you go, okay. And I'm just going to cover my thigh. He's going to be thinking about kicking me here, and you step and kick. Not too hard, please. Good, okay. And again, step kick. Okay. And again, step kick. Okay, your form is good. So now you're aiming right at the black, center of the black spot, and you're going to yell, and you're going to hit it.
Sir.
Go.
Yeah.
Okay, you got 2 more to go.
Yeah.
Good, yeah. 1 more to go.
Sir. Yeah.
Excellent job, David Dorian. Good job. Okay, Amy, you're up. Same. We're going to do step kicks. Okay?
Okay, so stepping with my right, kicking with my left.
Yeah. Ha!
Just checking.
Good. Triangle step, not too hard. Good, distance a little bit. Good, step, kick. Bring it down a little bit. I went center of the black.
Okay.
Good, 1 more time. Okay, now bring it up to speed, add a yell.
Yeah.
That's excellent. Okay, 2 more, just like that. Drive it in. Think about rechambering the kick.
Rechambering the kick. Thank you.
Yeah, after. Hit it, bam,
Yeah.
rechamber. Okay? 2 more.
Yeah.
Nice, that was the best one so far. Tighten up your oblique, and last one.
Yeah.
Excellent, man. Nice job, Amy.
Thank you.
Good work. Okay.
The roundhouse kick is probably the quintessentially obvious or popular kick in Taekwondo. Taekwondo kicks, as you know, have many different, there's many different kicks in the repertoire of Taekwondo kicks, but the roundhouse kick is one that is sort of a signature kick here. And part of how it gets to be signature, how it gets this power out of there, is the speed that's brought up by the rotation. This is the purpose of stepping into the triangle step and then doing the pivot that Master Dave was teaching us here. Altogether, though, you don't have to use any particular kick at any particular time. It's all dependent upon what the situation will call for. And so we're going to learn about situations in another lesson. Right now, that was awesome. Sir?
Sir, thank you.
Thank you.
Ma'am, thank you.
When you're first learning techniques like kicks, they come out slow. They come out easy. They come out soft, sort of at whatever your level of expertise is. But eventually, you want the kick to come out with power. Because eventually, it is a martial arts technique, and when that kick lands, you want the opponent to take notice of it. You want them to feel it in the gut there. So power is important at some point. But how do you get power? Well, in Taekwondo, we turn to basic physics that says that speed translates into power as you're translating force from one object to another. And in particular, rotational speed creates power. So this is the reason why we have so much rotation in our bodies in Taekwondo kicks. In the round kick especially, it is the reason for the placing of the foot down at an angle, and then turning the hip, and then pivoting on the back foot. All that sums up to increased rotation, and that increased rotation gets you more speed, and the increased speed gives you more power. But this brings up an important point, that every little piece of this process adds to the overall effect. So it's not just that I put my foot down anywhere it goes, it's at an angle, it's at a triangle. That when I step up, my knee doesn't just lift, my hip opens. My knee angles a little bit. And then finally, there's a rotation, a pivot on my foot, so that these little things add up. And this principle teaches us a lot. It teaches us that small things do matter, that sometimes the smallest pieces contribute to the end result. So for example, this is a metaphor for life as well as for our physical techniques, that the small things in life, the small moments in between the big events matter just as much as the big events do. I'm going to bring out my friends again here to do a little bit more drill, see if we can get a little bit more power out of our practice.
Okay, I want you guys to loosen up a little bit, and we're just going to have some fun. I don't want you thinking too much about technique. Just working it. Put your right leg in front.
There we go.
There's the one. Okay. And left leg front kick. That's pretty good. Okay, let's go again. Okay, that's good. One more. Nice job. Okay, so we're going to add a step forward, and then a right leg roundhouse kick. Here we go.
Sir.
Go kick, step. Oh, very nice, sir. 2 more. Kick, step, kick. Okay, 1 more time, sir.
Sir.
Okay, kick, step, kick. Good job, sir. Okay, ma'am, you're up. Same thing, so your left leg is in front. That's the left leg, okay, and you're gonna, no, your right leg is in front, and we're gonna do a left leg front kick. Kick?
Yeah.
Good, okay, remember, we're loosening up. Good, good, bring it back. Here we go, again. Kick.
Yeah.
Good, 1 more time like that. And kick.
Yeah.
Nice, and now we're gonna add the roundhouse kick.
Bam.
So just kick, step, kick.
Yeah.
Oh, good, good,
Last
good. Let me
one.
give a nice,
Let's do one more.
okay,
right.
kick. Yo, hiya!
Yeah.
Excellent, ma'am, nice job. Nice job, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good.